Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Slow English Channel. I'm Emily, and I'm so happy you're here with us today.
And I'm Paul. Thanks for tuning in again. Today's topic feels very real because, honestly, it happens to all of us sooner or later.
Yes, today we're talking about traveling, more exactly, English at the airport. If you've ever felt nervous before a flight, this one's for you.
Oh, Emily, that's so true. I remember my first international flight. My English was terrible, and I didn't even know how to say check-in counter.
That sounds like a good story. We'll get to that. But first, everyone listening, if you love real English you can use, please like this video and subscribe. It really helps us grow and reach more learners like you.
Yes, and today you'll learn how to check in, ask for help, and talk about your flight in simple English. So let's start with something fun. Morning routines before going to the airport.
All right, picture this. It's early morning, 5 a.m. The alarm rings and you realize, oh no, I have a flight at 8. What's the first thing you do?
Me, I hit snooze. Always. Then I panic. I jump out of bed, throw clothes everywhere, and shout, "Where's my passport?"
Classic Paul. I'm the opposite. I pack everything the night before. My clothes are ready, my passport's in a small pouch, and my toothbrush is already in my bag.
Wow, you sound like a travel pro. I always forget something, usually my charger or toothbrush. One time I forgot my headphones. That flight felt like 10 hours of silence.
Oh no. For our listeners, can you think of one thing you always forget when you travel? Say it out loud. For example, I always forget my charger.
That's a good mini practice. Try it with us. I always forget my... Ready? Say it again.
Good job. Remember, before a flight, it's not just your luggage. Your mindset matters too. Stay calm, breathe, and enjoy the excitement.
Yeah, airports are full of emotions, stress, joy, and sometimes a bit of chaos. Speaking of chaos, let's move to what happens next, checking in at the airport.
Okay, you've arrived at the airport. You stand in a long line with your suitcase. The staff at the counter smiles and says, "Good morning. May I see your passport, please?"
And this is where beginners freeze. You can answer, "Sure, here you go," or "Yes, of course." Simple, polite, and friendly.
Then they'll ask, "Do you have any luggage to check in?" That means, are you putting your big bag in the plane's cargo? You can say, "Yes, one suitcase." Or if you only have a backpack, you say, "No, I just have carry-on."
Easy. And if you didn't understand, you can ask politely, "Could you repeat that slowly, please?"
That's such a powerful phrase. Say it with me, everyone. Could you repeat that slowly, please?
Perfect. Don't be shy. People at airports are used to helping travelers.
Exactly. Now let's talk about choosing seats. You might hear, would you like a window or an aisle seat?
Window or aisle, that's a fun choice. I always pick window. I love watching the clouds.
And I always pick aisle. Easier for bathroom breaks.
For beginners, here's how you can answer. Window seat, please. Or aisle seat, please. Simple and polite.
Nice. And here's another useful one. Is the flight on time? It means, is it delayed or not?
Yes, and if you want to double check, you can ask, what gate do I go to? Or what time does boarding start?
Let's repeat together. What gate do I go to? And what time does boarding start?
Beautiful pronunciation.
Let's talk about one small mistake many beginners make. Some people say, "Where is my gate?" But the correct question is, "Where is gate 15?" with the number.
Right, because airports have many gates. Be specific and never say, "I want seat window." Say, I want a window seat.
Exactly. A small change, but it makes your English sound natural.
Now, Emily, what if someone loses their boarding pass?
Ah, that's a good real-life situation. Let's act it out.
Okay, I'll be the traveler. Excuse me, I lost my boarding pass. What should I do?
And I'll be the staff. No problem. Please go to the check-in counter. They can print a new one for you.
See? It's not scary. Just stay calm and use polite words. Excuse me, please, thank you.
These small words open doors. Literally.
Let's give listeners 3 golden travel phrases they can remember today. Could you repeat that slowly, please? Where is gate 12? Aisle seat, please.
Simple, clear, powerful. If you remember just one of them, you're already improving.
Before we move on, let's check one more real-life story. Do you remember the first time you almost missed a flight?
Oh, yes. I was flying to Tokyo. I heard final call for flight 810, and I was still in line for coffee. My heart was beating so fast. I ran across the terminal with my latte in one hand and my ticket in the other.
I can see that scene in my head. Did you make it?
Barely. The staff said, "You're lucky." That's when I learned the phrase final call. It means the last chance to board.
That's a great tip for beginners. If you hear final call, move fast. Don't finish your sandwich.
Exactly. So now you know, from morning alarm to check-in, and from stress to excitement, English is your travel friend.
And remember, mistakes happen, but every conversation is practice. The airport is one big English classroom if you stay brave and curious.
Well said, Paul. Next, we'll talk about flight details, times, gates, and what to say when things go wrong.
Yes, like when your flight is delayed or your gate changes. Stay with us. You'll learn how to handle it all. Calmly, confidently, and in English.
So, we've checked in, found our seat, and maybe survived a mini panic attack at security. Now let's talk about something every traveler worries about: flight details.
Yes, those big screens that flash numbers and letters everywhere. Sometimes you look up and think, wait, is that my flight?
Exactly. For beginners, there are a few key words to remember. Departure time, that's when your flight leaves. Gate number, that's where you board.
And sometimes you'll see the scary word delayed. That means the plane is not ready yet.
Oh, yes, the traveler's nightmare. You're excited, ready to go, and then delayed by 2 hours.
What can you say in English when that happens? You can ask, "Excuse me, is the flight delayed?" Or, "What time will we board?"
And if you didn't catch the announcement, try, "Could you please repeat the gate number?"
Good one. For learners, it's okay to ask twice. Everyone at the airport is used to hearing questions. You don't need perfect grammar, just smile and be polite.
Yes. Let's give our listeners a quick role play. I'll be the passenger, and you're the staff at the gate. Ready?
Ready.
Excuse me, what time will boarding start?
Boarding will start at 10:15, sir.
Thank you. And is this still gate 18?
Yes, it is. Please wait in this area.
Perfect. That's how easy real conversation can be.
Now, let's make it real. Have you ever lost your boarding pass or gone to the wrong gate?
Yes. Once in Singapore, I waited 30 minutes at the wrong gate. When I looked up, I saw the flight number. It was to Seoul, not Bangkok.
Oh no! What did you do?
I ran across the terminal again. Airports always test your cardio.
For listeners, here's a survival phrase. Excuse me, is this the flight to London? Simple, short, and helpful.
Yes. And if you lose something, say, I lost my boarding pass. Or, can you help me, please?
Let's do a quick practice. Repeat after us. Can you help me, please?
Good. Again, can you help me, please? You'll be surprised how far this simple question can take you.
All right, we've handled flight details. But before we even get to the airport, there's another big part of traveling, how we get there.
Yes, transportation. Should you take a taxi, a bus, or a train?
It depends. Taxi is fast but expensive. Bus is cheap but slow. Train is usually the balance.
And the weather changes everything. Imagine heavy rain in the morning, traffic everywhere. You look at your watch, only 1 hour left before your flight.
I've been there. I once took a taxi to the airport and got stuck behind a parade. I was shouting inside my head, "Please move!"
Travel always tests your patience. But for learners, let's go over some useful English you can use with drivers.
Yes, you can say, "Can you take me to the airport, please?" Or, "How long will it take?"
If you're worried about the cost, ask, how much is it to the airport?
And if you want to sound extra polite, add "please" at the end of every question. It changes the whole feeling of your voice.
Exactly. Let's give one more. If you're in a rush, say, can you drive a little faster, please? But remember, smile when you say it.
Good tip. Or you can say, "No rush, I'm early," when you're calm and relaxed.
For those using public transport, you can ask, does this bus go to the airport? Or, where can I buy a ticket?
That's right. And here's a cultural note. In many countries, drivers appreciate small talk. You can say, "Traffic is bad today," or "It's really hot this morning."
Those small sentences make conversation warm and friendly. Let's practice one. Traffic is bad today.
Nice. Say it again. Traffic is bad today.
Great job. Remember, when you talk to people on your way to the airport, it's not about being perfect. It's about connecting.
Exactly. Real English happens in small moments. A smile, a short chat, a polite word.
Now, you've arrived at the airport, early or maybe just in time. You've checked in, passed security, and found your gate. What's next? Waiting.
Ah, yes, the art of waiting at the airport. Sometimes it's peaceful, sometimes it's boring.
You look around, people sleeping, kids running, someone sipping coffee like it's the best thing in the world.
And someone like me eating chips at 7 a.m.
I've seen that. Airports make everyone act a little funny. But let's talk about feelings, a big part of travel English.
Good idea. How do you feel at the airport? Nervous, excited, bored, sleepy?
For me, it's both. Nervous before boarding, excited once I'm in the seat.
Yeah, airports are like emotional roller coasters. Let's teach some easy emotional words. Nervous, excited, bored, sleepy.
You can say, I feel excited about my trip, or I'm sleepy, I didn't sleep last night.
And if you want to talk to someone new, start with, "Where are you flying to?"
That's such a friendly opener. Or, is this your first time flying?
Let's do a quick mini conversation for our listeners.
Hi, are you flying to Paris too?
Yes, I am. Is this your first time there?
Yes, I'm so excited. I've always wanted to see the Eiffel Tower.
That's a perfect small talk. Natural, easy, and warm.
You don't need long words, just curiosity and kindness.
Exactly. English is not only grammar, it's connection.
Well said. And while you're waiting, use that time to review vocabulary, listen to English podcasts, or just people watch.
Yes, some of the best English practice happens in airports. Listen to announcements, try to understand them, or guess what people around you are talking about.
That's right. The world becomes your classroom. Before we take off to our next section, let's review today's new words: departure, gate, delayed, taxi, traffic, nervous, and excited.
Repeat after us. Departure, gate, delayed.
Good. Taxi, traffic, nervous, excited.
Excellent. You're doing great.
Next up, we'll grab a coffee at the airport cafe and talk about ordering food and drinks in English, plus a few travel stories that might make you laugh.
Yes, stay with us. You'll love the next part. Traveling always tastes better with coffee and good English.
All right, everyone, we made it through security and waiting time. Now it's coffee time. The airport cafe is one of my favorite places.
Oh, totally. There's something magical about that moment. You sit with your luggage, sip hot coffee, and watch planes take off.
Exactly. But many English learners feel shy ordering food or drinks at the airport. Let's fix that today.
All right, let's start simple. When you walk up to the counter, the staff might say, "Hi, what can I get for you?"
You can answer, "One coffee, please." Or if you want to sound natural, say, "Can I get a cappuccino, please?"
Yes. And if you're not sure what they have, just ask, "What do you recommend?" Or, "Do you have sandwiches?"
Those are great. And when you pay, say, "How much is it?"
Oh, I love that one. So useful. And here's a small cultural tip. When you hand over money or your card, smile. A friendly tone matters more than perfect grammar.
Exactly. Politeness is universal English. Say please, thank you, excuse me. They're small but powerful.
Okay, let's do a short example for everyone listening.
Sure. Good morning. Can I get an iced latte, please?
Of course. Anything else?
No, thank you. How much is it?
That'll be $5.
Here you go. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a nice flight.
See? Simple, polite, and friendly.
And don't worry if you don't understand everything. Just say, "Sorry," or "Could you repeat that, please?"
Perfect. Let's add one more phrase for our listeners: to go or for here.
Ah, yes. If you want to take your coffee away, say, "To go, please." If you want to sit down, say, "For here."
Let's practice. Repeat after us. To go, please.
And now, "For here, please." Nice!
Now, food vocabulary. You can say, "I'd like a sandwich." "I'll have a muffin." "Can I get a bottle of water?"
And if you're in another country, the food might surprise you. Once I ordered toast, and it came with beans.
Oh, yes, the famous British breakfast. That's why it's fun to travel. You learn culture through food.
Exactly. And food brings people together, even strangers waiting for the same flight.
That's true. Which brings us to our next topic: weekend plans and travel destinations.
Ah, yes, my favorite part. So, Emily, why are you flying this weekend?
I'm visiting my sister in Bali. I can't wait to see her. It's been a year.
Wow, Bali. That sounds amazing. Beach, sunshine, and coconuts?
Yes, and a lot of sand in my shoes. What about you, Paul?
I'm going to visit my parents. A quiet weekend in the countryside. No internet, no alarms, just peace.
That sounds perfect. See, everyone travels for different reasons. Some for adventure, some for family, some just to rest.
Right. And that's why English at the airport is so interesting. Every person has a story.
True. Let's teach some useful sentences about travel plans. You can say, I'm flying to Bangkok this weekend.
Or, I'm visiting my family in Canada.
You can also say, I'm going on holiday, or I'm traveling for work.
Let's practice together, listeners. Say, I'm flying to your city this weekend.
Good. Now say, I'm visiting my family.
Great job. You sound like confident travelers already.
And when someone asks, why are you flying this weekend? You can say, to relax, to visit friends, or to celebrate my birthday.
Speaking of that, remember when I missed my flight to my friend's wedding?
Oh no, tell me.
I got to the airport early, but I went to the wrong terminal. By the time I found the right one, the gate was closed.
Ouch, that must have been painful.
Yes, but it taught me a phrase, better early than late.
Good lesson for all travelers. Okay, now we're on the plane, seatbelts on, tray table up. It's time for our next topic, hobbies during a long flight.
Ah, yes, the big question. What do you do for 8 hours in the air?
I usually read a book or listen to music. Sometimes I watch a movie.
Same. I love airplane movies. Somehow, even the bad ones feel good up there.
True. Maybe it's the sky mood. What's the last movie you watched on a plane?
The Secret Life of Pets. It made me laugh so hard, the guy next to me thought I was crazy.
That's a good one. For beginners, here are a few words you can use when talking about hobbies on flights. Reading, listening, watching, sleeping, writing.
Let's give examples. I'm reading a book. I'm listening to music. I'm watching a movie.
Perfect. And if you want to start a friendly conversation with the person next to you, you can say, what are you watching? Or do you like this movie?
Yes. Or even, do you travel often? Simple questions open nice talks.
But remember, not everyone wants to chat. If they have headphones on, maybe just smile.
Exactly. Here's another short story. I once met a woman on a 12-hour flight who taught me a new English word, turbulence.
Ah, yes. When the plane shakes a little, it's scary but normal.
Yes, she said, don't worry, it's just turbulence. And I thought, wow, that's a beautiful word for something terrifying.
True. So, vocabulary spotlight time.
Good idea. Turbulence means movement of the plane when air pressure changes. A synonym is bumpy air.
And boarding pass means your ticket to get on the plane. Synonym, flight pass.
Perfect. Let's repeat together. Turbulence, boarding pass.
Good. When you use real English words in real moments, like on a plane, you remember them forever.
Exactly. And here's a mindset tip for travelers. Treat every trip like an English class. Every sound, every sign, every smile. It's all language.
That's beautiful, Paul.
Thanks. Maybe I should be a travel poet.
You already are. And for our listeners, whether you're reading, watching, or just daydreaming, keep your English alive even in the clouds.
Yes, learning doesn't stop when you fly. It just goes higher.
Well said. Up next, we'll talk about the real challenges travelers face, like lost luggage or delayed flights, and how to handle them in simple English. Welcome back, travelers. So far, we've checked in, had coffee, and survived the long flight. But what happens when things go wrong?
Ah, yes. The real English test begins when your trip doesn't go as planned.
Let's start with the classic one, lost luggage. You stand by the baggage carousel, everyone's bags arrive, except yours.
Oh no. I've been there. I waited so long that the belt stopped moving.
For beginners, this is what you can say. Excuse me, my luggage didn't arrive. Or, I can't find my suitcase.
And the staff will probably ask, "Can I see your baggage tag?" That's the little sticker they give you at check-in.
Yes. Then they'll fill out a lost baggage report. You can ask, when will my bag arrive? Or, can you send it to my hotel?
That's right. Stay calm, be polite, and remember, this happens to everyone at least once.
Exactly. The second common problem is delayed flights. You might hear, your flight is delayed due to weather.
I heard that last month. It turned my 2-hour wait into 5 hours.
What did you do?
I made friends with a stranger. We played cards and shared snacks.
See, every problem can become a small story. If your flight is delayed, you can ask, how long is the delay? Or, is there another flight today?
Yes. And if you miss a connection, ask, "Can I change my flight?" Or, "Where is the transfer desk?"
Good. Those sentences are short, but powerful. They show confidence.
And sometimes you sit far from your family. In that case, just ask, "Excuse me, can we sit together?"
People are often kind if you ask nicely. I once swapped seats so a mom could sit with her little boy. She smiled like I gave her gold.
Aw, that's sweet. See, kindness is the best travel language.
Absolutely. And sometimes, when things get stressful, people get frustrated. Let's talk about that too.
Yes, it's okay to feel angry or tired, but remember, shouting never helps. Take a deep breath, use calm English like, "I understand, thank you for helping."
Exactly. Your tone changes everything. Even if you don't know many words, a gentle voice can solve problems faster.
Right. So, let's review this section's helpful phrases. My luggage didn't arrive. How long is the delay? Can we sit together? Thank you for helping.
Perfect. Write these down or repeat them with us now. They might save your next trip. Okay, finally, you've landed. You stretch your legs, feel the ground again, and hear the pilot say, "Welcome to London."
That moment feels amazing, doesn't it? Even if you're tired, you smile.
Yes, but don't relax yet. There's still English to use after landing.
True. Let's talk about those final steps: immigration, baggage claim, and meeting friends or family.
At immigration, the officer might ask, "What's the purpose of your visit?"
That means, why are you here? You can answer, "I'm here for vacation," or "I'm visiting friends."
Good. Next, finding your luggage. Look for signs that say baggage claim. You can ask, "Where is baggage claim, please?"
And after you get your bags, maybe you want to know where the exit is. Just ask, "Where is the taxi stand?"
Perfect. And once you're outside, the first thing everyone talks about, the weather.
Always. You can say, "It's colder than I expected," or "Wow, it's so sunny today."
And if there's a time difference, you might hear, "What time is it here?"
Yes. And you can say, "I think I have jet lag." Jet lag means you're tired from changing time zones.
Let's repeat that word, jet lag.
Nice! For example, "I have jet lag. I need coffee."
That's definitely you after every trip.
Guilty. And now, the best moment. Meeting family or friends at the airport.
Yes, you see familiar faces, they wave, you run towards them, pure happiness.
That's when English disappears and love takes over. But still, let's teach some phrases for that.
You can say, "It's so good to see you," or "I missed you."
Or, "How was your flight?" That's a great question to ask someone arriving.
Yes, and if you're the traveler, you can answer, "It was long, but I'm happy to be here."
Let's try it together. I'll ask, and you answer. Ready?
Okay.
I'll ask, and you answer. "How was your flight?"
It was long, but I'm happy to be here.
Perfect! So, from packing your bag to meeting your family, we've learned English for every part of the journey.
Yes, you can now check in, order coffee, survive delays, and even talk to strangers, all in English.
And more importantly, you've learned that mistakes are part of the adventure. Every time you try, you get better.
Exactly. Don't wait until your English is perfect. Use it, live it, and learn through real moments.
That's the spirit. Travel isn't just about going somewhere, it's about growing somewhere.
Oh, I like that. Growing somewhere. That's deep, Emily. Then I'll be your travel DJ. Let's end this episode with good vibes.
Sure. Before we go, let's quickly review our favorite travel phrases. Could you repeat that slowly, please? Aisle seat, please. Is the flight delayed? Can you take me to the airport, please? I lost my boarding pass. I'm flying to. I missed you.
That's a great collection. Even if you remember just one of them, you've already improved today.
And remember, learning English is like traveling. You move step by step. Sometimes you miss a connection, but you always move forward.
Yes, every word you learn is like a new destination. So wherever you fly next, take your English with you. It's your ticket to confidence and connection.
Beautifully said. And to our dear listeners, thank you for joining us today.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to Slow English channel. More warm and fun English stories are coming your way.
And comment below, what's one phrase you'll use on your next trip? We'd love to read your answers.
Until next time, stay calm, stay kind, and keep speaking English, one word at a time.
Safe travels, everyone.